students, those who want to take this class in English medium, so whole lecture will be in English, and I'll try to simplify all these things in very easy language. So you don't worry. Our first in economics, this question is very majorly asked and always asked in exam, that what is the difference between micro and macroeconomics? What are the basic difference and why we should study both? So here is that the term economy has two branches. One is microeconomics, other one is macro. So what we study, that microeconomics and other one is macroeconomics. So here what you see, that economics has two branches. One is microeconomics, other one is macroeconomics. And now see what is the difference. So now we define what is microeconomics. So microeconomics is the economy where only a individual related problem is studied in microeconomics. In microeconomics means that only one person, yani individual economic unit, means that only a single unit, single person or single variable is studied. Single variable is studied means that in this branch, microeconomy is the branch of economics that study the behavior of individual economic unit. It involves economic decision at a small level, such as individual consumer, single firm, household, a specific market. It focuses on its price and quantity of specific goods and services. So here in this we study household related problem, households related problem, the problem of firm, market. In a market we study cost and revenue, and demand and supply. So all these factors, that should be studied in microeconomics, because these are the problems that are faced by the everyone in the economy. So we study as a single, or we can say that at a micro level, everything should be studied. So these are the study. Household means that house had a problem, how to manage its house. Firm has a problem, how to maintain supply in the market and how to satisfy the demand. And the next thing is market. If market have to see the costing of the product and revenue, outcome of the revenue. That here we study income, input and output of the economy. Now the next point is that what is macroeconomics. Third point is what is macroeconomics. So here macroeconomics is the branch of economics that study the behavior and performance of the economy as a whole. Means that in a microeconomics we study as a whole economy, as a aggregate. We should study whole economy as an aggregate, and we see that what is the basic problem in the economy. Here if focus on a large aggregate and broad economy issue, just like the problem of national income, unemployment, inflation, economic growth. So macroeconomics is the economy where we should study national income, economic growth and unemployment and inflation. These are the four factors that are responsible for study economy, because these are the four factors that should be maintained in the economy. If there is any disequilibrium in this, then we have to maintain it again. So maintenance of this, because in any nation the major problem is people income and economic growth. Unemployment is a major issue of the microeconomics, and inflation, stability of the price. So here we study as a aggregate, but in microeconomics all these things are studied as an individual basis. Now the next point is that what are the basic difference on the point wise, and we see that key difference between micro and macroeconomics. What is, so here is what that basic difference, macroeconomics and microeconomics. So scope of study means that scope of study individual unit. In a macroeconomics we study everything at a individual level, means that consumer, firm, industry, these are the major topic of microeconomics. And at macroeconomics study the economy as a whole, national income, total employment and general price level, that are the major topic of the macroeconomics. Next is the main objective. What are the objectives behind the microeconomics and macroeconomics? The main thing is that maintenance, how to maintain price, demand, supply as an individual basis, means that allocation of resources, means that our resource should be distributed at a different level so that we can get a maximum satisfaction. If we get a maximum satisfaction, then it shows that development of that firm. If that firm develop, it will be good for industry growth, and industry will grow, then economy will shoot up. The next thing is that at a aggregate economic level, means at a macro level we study everything as aggregate. Aggregate means that at a to maintenance of employment, price stability, inflation, and the next is that development is also a major issue. So all these things should be studied in a macro level. And now method of analysis means that what should be applied to study, what are the methods. So in a microeconomics we analyze everything through the partial equilibrium. Partial means that we do not focus everything. If the problem is demand, then we study price and demand and assume other thing remaining same. So we derive from the overall conclusion, just look one thing. So, and whatever we can say that just like a demand and supply, demand is the what? Demand shows relation between price and quantity, but other thing also effect, but we assume other thing is a constant. So that's why it is called a partial equilibrium. So here we focus one variable and assuming other variable should be constant. But if we study general equilibrium analysis, that overall how all the factors are responsible for a same thing, one thing. That means we study everything that is part of the economy. Means that if you go for unemployment, then you look inflation, wages rate, and of course price, of course government policies, subsidies, national income. If national income will be down, then unemployment will be also down. So they are